Welcome to BuzzBoosterTV.
I'm Shahar.
And I'm Nash.
You know, and this show is brought to you by
Mozypro.
Mozypro. Today we are going to discuss new changes on YouTube.
Yes.
That might
YouTube
affect how you...
Changes.
Yes, never-ending changes. And we are also going to talk now about a series on... We are going to show you how to have a resistible business to your market.
Yes.
Meaning that people will flock to your business.
That's
Today,
right.
the first step.
Yes.
Right? And a very cool tip on how to do.
Awesome tip on how to live stream.
Yes, enjoy. So let's talk YouTube today.
YouTube.
Yes, just announced a few changes now.
Yes, not too many, nothing
it's
major.
been changing quite a bit, right?
Yes.
It did change the look of the
interface.
channels, the interface, which was a very good change.
It was, I like it better now.
I do like it's more organized and,
It
and
is.
better for people to watch. Now, it's going to release a new player.
Okay.
And we are very excited to see how that works.
Yes.
It's also going to offer other possibilities of thumbnails.
Ah.
Well, some people
good.
say it's not relevant, some others say it is.
I think it's relevant.
I think it is too.
Yeah, you know, there's a lot that goes into actually having a person click on your video and watch it, and the thumbnail plays a big role in that.
Yeah, it's an image, right?
It is an image, and it's what captures their attention, so it has to be good. And I having options and stuff. I mean, with us, with our videos, because we're always talking and moving so much, our thumbnails are always so bad. Like whenever I look good, you look horrible, and whenever you look good, I look terrible. So it's like
yeah, it's not fun. But they're going to release some other options there, which is good. And what's a little scary is that they're going to clean your subscribers.
Oh.
Yeah, you know, the first goal when you're inside YouTube is to have like 1,000 subscribers.
Yes.
Which is not very easy.
No,
so
not at all,
having them
actually.
cleaned up, it's a little scary. But YouTube said that it's going to clean those subscribers that are really not active, that haven't been not
People
active for a
who-
long time.
yeah, who aren't
or
there,
all these little
don't
tricky,
really care.
sneaky ways of getting subscribers. That's what they want to get rid
Go
of.
away.
Yeah, the important part for you when using YouTube is to understand that YouTube is a social network and needs to be treated as such. So everything that you do there matters. Leaving comments, liking the videos, you know, maybe leaving a video response, interacting with other people. That's what YouTube is after, and it's really important that you understand that. It's not just about posting the videos, right?
That's right. You know, Shahar, that's key what you've just said, because a lot of people don't really understand that. And you really have to embrace that concept. It's about community. It sounds cliche, but it's about, they want to see how you interact with your audience, with your community. How often are you there? Do you comment? Do you do this? Do you do that? Or are you just posting a video and leaving and never coming back?
Exactly.
And so embrace the fact that it works just like any other social network, and get your subscribers and interact and leave comments and go back there on a daily basis. You'll do much better than if you're just
Yeah, and you might be thinking, well, one more network for me to be in. Well, yes,
get used
but
to it.
when you think about the power of online videos and what they can do for your business and how they impact findability on the search engines, you just cannot overlook YouTube. Overlook another one if you have to.
I have a question. If you were to replace one network with the other, meaning if you said, I've reached my quota of how many networks I'll be involved with, and you have to drop another one in order to do YouTube, which one would you drop?
You know, I think it depends on who you're talking to and which business you have.
Yes.
Because there are some social networks that are more relevant to specific types of business than others. But the important part online is not to try to do everything and be everywhere with you spending time. You can automate some of it, and then you pay attention to one or two that are really, really important to your business.
That's right. So
with that said, think about the one you feel most comfortable with. Some people don't do well with video, they just don't like it.
They hate it.
They might like to write more, so they probably would pay attention to social networks for people that like to write more, like gather.com, or stay with the blog, for example.
Okay. So yeah, that's a good answer, because it's not really a matter of how many networks you're involved in. It's, okay, where is my audience? Where are they conglomerating? And then how do I have a presence there? And then figuring out what am I comfortable with and going after that. So
yeah, and don't forget, we need always to have a strategy in these places.
Key.
It's not just about you making connections and friends. That's important, yes. But from a business perspective, how are we going to get
Monetize.
business coming from these places? You're not going to sell there, but you're going to take them out of there to a place you can control the conversation and then conduct business.
Yes.
Because if it's a business, it's based on profits and not the amount of friends that you have.
That's right.
Yeah,
You can't take your friends to the bank.
exactly. Or pay the bills.
Or pay the bills.
You can ask them to pay your bills.
You could, that
but
would
then
be good.
they wouldn't be your friends for very long.
That's right. You know, Shahar, whoever said running a business was easy, what were they thinking?
Oh yeah, so
Right?
many things to do.
So many things to do, so many things you never even thought of. Like, even like backing up your data.
Yeah, which people don't do because
No.
they think something very specific needs to happen for them to use
Oh
the
yeah,
data.
you know, let's
Yeah.
tomorrow I'll back it up. Tomorrow.
Yeah, but the fact is, if you spew soda on a laptop, you lose the data.
It happens.
If you forget the laptop inside a cab, you lose the data.
She's done that.
Oh man, more than once.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah,
it's-
and you know, really, 32% of all data loss is caused by human error.
Hello, we're
Yeah.
humans.
Humans.
We make mistakes, right? There's one thing that's very interesting, a statistic that says like 7% of businesses who lose their data and like in 10 days or more, they actually end up failing a year later. Their business, they go out of business.
Yeah, how bad
because
is
they don't
that?
have a system in
Yeah.
place to back up.
You know, that's why we think you should know Mozypro. Mozypro can back up the data from Macs, PCs, servers. They actually have over 70,000 companies,
Yeah.
big and small. Companies
Yeah.
like GE, Subway, Accenture, Yale, and many more.
Yes. So keep in mind what she said. It's not just the big companies, big and small. There's this guy, an executive, like big shot type of guy. You know, he lost they lost all of their data service
Oh, yeah.
servers, and it pretty much put their business like on their knees. They were going to go out of business when he discovered Mozypro, and then he realized, you know, how easy was this? Had I done this sooner, I would have avoided all that pain and headache I went through just recently.
Yeah, because it was easy. Not only easy, it's affordable, right?
Yes.
And there are no contracts to sign and no hardware to buy.
Yes, that's right. So you know, if you aren't using Mozypro yet, well, get
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah, you know, give our friends at Mozypro a call. And actually, if you want 15% off, use the code podcast15.
Nice. Podcast 15 will give you 15% off.
Yeah.
Give them a call. 877-669-9776.
Again?
877-669-9776.
Or,
Or you can even go online at mozypro.com.
how do you
That's
spell?
mozypro.com.
Good,
Yeah.
mozypro.com. Well, we are going to start talking today about how you become a irresistible business. Actually, this is a topic that I like a lot. It's based on getting attention from your market. It's a very different thing than getting visibility. Most people, when they're using social media, they go for visibility. They want to be visible, right? Have a lot of connections, a lot of friends, a lot of followers. But what's the use of you having 1 million followers on Twitter if when you give a call to action, nobody takes any action, nobody's paying attention? Add that to the fact that most people don't have a good attention span. In fact, there are studies that show that the American people have an average span of about 9 seconds. So they pay attention for 9 seconds. That's the same as a goldfish. And goldfish swim away very, very fast. That's why I think there are 5 steps that you really need to pay attention in order to have a irresistible business. The very first one is to create a irresistible promise to your market. Have in mind that that is not a tagline. That needs to talk to your market on an emotional way. It needs to be unique to you and really have something that they care about. For example, BMW is the ultimate driving machine. It talks on an emotional level.
You know what? Also, as a really great example of having a promise is Disney. You know what? We often think of them as, hey, they have amusement parks and this and that. But the fact is that it doesn't matter what they're doing, whether they're doing the amusement parks or whether they're selling wedding dresses, which they do, or even doggy daycare, which they also do. It all represents the happiest day of your life.
And each person will understand what the happiest place on earth is in a different way.
Yes, they'll embrace it to match with their emotions, but ultimately it represents their happiness.
Yes, and makes them care about it. So people that like Disney, like we do, they're really fanatic about it. You need to accomplish the same in your business. So you need to ask, why should people care about this business? What's in it that could translate even as a movement to them? You know, go to the core of what you are in business. You know, which business are you really in? If you start narrowing that down, going deeper on an emotional level, you will find your promise. Again, it needs to be unique.
It has to be unique. And you know what? It's actually not, it's not that easy to come up with that answer.
Yeah,
when you think,
not like this, right?
No, it's not like this. When you start thinking, what is my business really about? So your first answers will be very related to what it is that you do. So if I'm an accountant, my answer was, I'm about accounting.
Or I help people with their books.
And I help people with their books. Or that's a very common one. It's like, I help people. I like to help people. So really dig within, go deeper, and think, what is my business really about?
Yes, you don't want to be perceived as a commodity, right?
That's right.
So if you're just helping people with the books, it's not going to go very far.
Well, so is however many online accounting websites. Or bookkeepers.
So go a step above, like on an emotional level, right? Like with Disney. Why?
Yeah.
Well, because
do you have an answer?
No, you can answer that.
All right. Well, because here's the thing: that you always actually say this. People, they make the purchasing decision with their hearts, and they justify that purchase with their brain.
So we are always selling on an emotional level.
Always.
So it's much more important to talk to the heart than talking about features of your product or going to the nitty-gritty on how you help them. That's not going to work. Okay, we live in a world that there is too much of everything.
Yes.
Right? It doesn't matter which industry you are, there's a lot of competition out there.
Tons of it, yeah.
So it's very important for you to be perceived in a unique way on an emotional level. And again, this is not a clever sentence like in a tagline.
No, it's not a tagline.
It's something that people would care about.
It's what they care about, and ultimately what drives you as the business owner.
So I have some homework today.
Whoa!
Yes, when you and watching this show, you will go get a piece of paper and start by putting down the problems that you solve to your audience, and then list the things that they should care about on an emotional level. They should care about. It's not about you, okay? And then go and craft your irresistible promise.
So reviewing your homework, and seriously, I would like you to do this because ultimately it's going to help you and your business, and it will impact your bottom line.
Very, very important.
So extremely important. So first, get out a piece of paper
and list all the problems that you solve.
List the problems that you solve. And you know what? A good list would have how many problems?
We at least start with 20 every single time.
20 problems more or less. And sure, some of them will be a little bit off on a tangent, but some of them will be very specific. List 20 problems that you solve. And second,
the list why people should care about it.
Why should they care about your business?
And then you will be able to start really visualizing a promise for your business.
Yes.
You know, write a couple down. Like she said, it's not that easy to come up with, but start.
But as you start writing the problems and things like that, it actually becomes easier. So instead of trying to figure out what your promise or what your business really is about at first, well, maybe you should start by outlining the different problems that you solve.
I can tell what we did with our business, right?
Yeah,
so we're a marketing company. We do small business marketing, innovative small business marketing. Well, I could say I help people promote, get the word out, blah, blah, blah.
Same old,
right?
same old.
Same old commodity.
Yes.
But we did exactly the same thing. We listed the problems, the things that people should take care about, and we realized that what we are really doing as a core and as a promise that people should care about is show them how to achieve
long-lasting prosperity.
Long-lasting prosperity. So that talks on an emotional level. It doesn't matter really if at this moment we are using social media or direct mail or whatever it is in a small business marketing.
Ultimately, what we're about,
long-lasting prosperity. That's our promise. What's yours?
What's yours? So, you've heard Shahar and I talk several times about the impact and how useful videos can be to market your business, right? Especially online videos. So, I wanted to share with you just a quick tip really on what you can do to maximize that. And it's probably something that you already carry in your pocket or in your purse, and that's your phone. You know, your phone probably has the ability to live stream, which means if I'm somewhere, if I'm in the middle of the forest, whatever, taking pictures of birds, which we have been doing, we haven't really shared that, but we have been into bird photography lately, and you have this moment, like, and you're inspired and you feel like there's a message you could share with your audience, well, hey, whip out your phone, turn on the live streaming thing, and just record yourself. And it'll go automatically to the internet where later you can get that file downloaded, do whatever you want. But ultimately, your message has been shared. It's not, okay, I thought of this moment, I'm inspired, let me write it down, put it in the back of a receipt, put it in my pocket, and really never come back to it, right? So get your phone, whether it's an Android phone or an iPhone, whatever it is, you likely have the ability to live stream. Take advantage of that and use it. You know, the same is true if I'm in an event or there's someone that's influential in my industry that I'd like to perhaps interview. Same thing. Get your phone. Take advantage of that moment. Don't let your whatever excuses of I don't have a camera, I'm not prepared, or whatever get in the way. Because you know what? You are prepared. You're there, you have your message, you're inspired, here's your subject, your influential person, and your phone, which will allow you to record that moment. So that's my tip for you today.
Yay, but wait. I don't know how to use the cell phone very
there's more.
Okay, what do I have to do to live stream?
Good question.
Good question.
So, you know what? There are several apps out there. The two main ones being Ustream. So just go to the market or the App Store and download the Ustream app. It has a couple different names, like Ustream Broadcaster, they changed it, but ultimately just search for the Ustream app, and that's just the letter U, stream, S-T-R-E-A-M. Another app that's pretty well known, it was one of the first ones as well, is QuickQ-I-K.com. Both of them give you the recording, the live streaming functionality, which is really nice. You know, the moment I hit record, it actually goes online, and if it's connected to your Facebook or Twitter accounts and even YouTube, they send out a little broadcast to your Facebook and Twitter saying, hey, I'm live now. And once you push save, once you're done, it actually goes straight to YouTube if you connect everything. So really nifty, really cool, simple to use. It's just a button. It's like a red button that you push as long as you have your phone in the right direction, which we often don't. If you've known us for a while, you know what I'm talking about. But ultimately, very simple to use. So Ustream or Quick, whatever works for you, just get it and do it. That was great.
Yeah, it was. We did spill the beans on a lot of stuff here.
That's how I like it.
Now all you have to do is go
Take
apply
action.
all those things.
Yes.
So, see you next time.
See you next time. Oh, hey, and by the way, get the free gift we have prepared.
Oh,
I always
yes.
forget to mention it.
Yes.
Just go to bestbuzzgift.com.
You will know a lot more on how to turn your business into a irresistible
That's
business.
just it. Actually goes in depth with what we've just said.
Yes. Bestbuzzgift.com.
Go there. See ya.